What is going on, Sag? Welcome back to the channel, Elevated Spirits. It's Jazi, your favorite Cali reader. This is going to be your messages from your ancestors, okay? What they need you to know right now. All right, I hope y'all are doing well. Let's get into your reading. I am going to start with the bottoms of your decks as always that I'm using in your reading, and then we'll get into it. So I hope y'all are doing well, doing your best to stay balanced, stress-free, in alignment, okay, as much as possible at this time. So yeah, looking at the bottoms of the decks that I'm using for you guys, it definitely feels like some of you may be going on a trip. Some of you may be invited to a, like go out of town or something, like go on some type of vacation. For some of you, this is about moving, like relocating, maybe moving out of the country, moving to a different state, kind of like something that you're being guided to do. I feel like it's kind of like a new journey that some of you are being guided to go on. And I feel like some of you are kind of unsure about what to do, maybe where to go, like what's going to happen, like what's on the other side of this. If I decide to move or relocate, is it going to work out for me? For some of you, that is what this Two of Swords is representing, is the unknown, what's hidden from you at this time. For some of you, it's like you don't have enough information. You don't have maybe the clarity that some of you are needing at this time. But what it feels like your ancestors are telling you, though, is tap into the present moment, meaning like tap into like take time to get present with yourself, to get present with the Most High, with your spirit team, with your guides. So that way they can channel to you the information that it feels like some of you are missing. Okay. Especially when it comes to like information or like, I'm not sure, some of you may be kind of like in this energy of weighing the pros and cons to try to figure out what to do, how to go about it. But, I have two cards here about traveling. So some of you, this is definitely about, going on some type of trip, maybe just even moving over to another city, whatever that might be. Co-create with spirit though. Okay. Spirit is ready to work with you, but you need to, I feels like some of you are being guided to initiate. You need to be the one to initiate what this step is for you, what your, where this is going for you, where, what it is that you want, how you want this to look. It's like you have that control. And so spirit is like kind of like waiting for you to make the first step. It's kind of like when you go to a restaurant, right? Before you order your food, you have to decide what restaurant you're going to show up at before you decide what it is you want from that place. So it kind of is giving me that information so it's like a matter of kind of like, okay, what do I want to eat? What do I feel like today? Do I feel like brunch? Do I feel like seafood? Do I feel like, smoothies, like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like getting clear about that first step, taking that first step, getting clear about that. And then it's like allowing everything else to unfold after that. Okay. It's like I keep having to adjust, the camera keeps like somehow sliding down. Anyway, so 10 of Cups is underneath that. So this feels like this has to do with your, what makes you happy. I feel like some of you, Sag, are really considering maybe what other people want, maybe your decisions are going to affect other people, which is fine to consider that. However, it really feels like you're being asked to ultimately do what is best for you at this time. Okay. I feel like some of you are really being asked to create a plan, by getting present, by, tapping into the present moment, tapping into that energy of, that's guiding you, leading you through a door, through a portal. Okay. Really tapping into that frequency. So you can create the plan that you need to give you that confidence you're looking for to move forward, to maybe, help you decide what direction you want to go. Okay. So that's going to annoy me. I already know. Anywho. So what your ancestors like you to focus on at this time, we have self-expression. Okay. So self-expression is clarified by the 10 of Pentacles. All right. So Sag, what this feels like is they want you to really and look at the bottom, Chariot. Okay. So for some of you, this is about getting in alignment to your own like highest path. For some of you, this is about really taking the reins back in your own hands, kind of like taking control back of your own life. I feel like some of you, this has to do with what you're creating, like as far as like creative projects. For some of you, this has to do with, like if you have a business, if you're an entrepreneur, this is, how do you want to express yourself long-term? How do you want yourself to be known, or how do you want yourself to be seen, in the long run? That's for some of you what this is, what you're being asked to focus on right now. How do you want your whatever it is that you're expressing? For some of you, it's like, say if you're writing a book or whatever it is that you're creating, as a form of self-expression, how can you maybe turn that into something that can last long term, right? How do you, how do you want to be seen, or how do you want that whatever that creation is, how do you want it to impact long term? Okay, some of you are being asked to focus on that at this time. So let's clarify. Spirit, what's the Ten of Pentacles? Why is it here for Sag? What is, oh, okay. Knight of Cups. So this is about really following your heart. Okay. I feel like some of you may be in this energy of kind of like, I don't know, because it's something new. It, like I said, especially if you don't have like all the details, or you don't really have the clarity about what exactly that looks like, it can definitely be kind of like, it can make it even more kind of like scary, I suppose, to like pursue something if you don't really know what's on the other side of it. You don't know if it's gonna work. You don't really know. You don't have like the clarity of like, is this the right thing? Is this gonna yield the results that I'm looking for? It's like that's all of the unknown. But I feels like what you're really being asked to do is to, do your best to prepare, do your best to make a plan, and just trust that as you continue to move forward, whatever steps you're looking for will unfold along the way. Okay. But really, it's about following your heart at this time, to really, really focus on what your heart is guiding you to do, where it's leading you, where it's trying to take you, and lead from that place. Okay. Really allow yourself to express yourself from your heart space, not your lower self, not your lower nature. Okay. So what they would like you to embrace and embody more of, we have animals. Okay. So animals is clarified by the Four of Wands. So for some of you, it's like, I feel like for those of you that have pets, it feels like this is kind of like an energy of looking to like, kind of like observing your pet's behavior. You know what I'm saying? It's like, cats have certain behavior. I don't own a cat, but like my snake, for example, I have a snake, right? And so it's kind of like when my snake sheds her skin, for me, that's symbolic of her shedding an old version of herself, right? So for me, it's kind of like if I observe when she's going into shed, that for me is an indication of, okay, my snake's shedding. She has, a divine connection to me. So let me, tap in to see, let me meditate on what versions of myself can I release? Can I, let go of that essentially is, that will bring in more stability, right? That will help me feel more grounded, more stable, more supported, right? Others of you, this is talking about connecting to your spirit animals. Some of you have a spirit animal or spirit, like a team of animals. Maybe you see animals frequently. This is about, some of you are being asked to really tap more into that energy. Some of you have a divine connection to communicate with animals, whether it's just like birds or, regular animals that you see around, or this is your actual spirit animal, right? However that resonates for you. Some of you are really being asked to tap into that energy at this time, to really honor that connection, no matter what it looks like. For some of you, it is where it may feel weird to you to be like, yeah, I talk to animals, right? But that is the frequency that we're embodying, at this time, right? That it's kind of like, it is what it is. It may feel or seem strange to some because it's not an ability that they have, or that they have tapped into, because they're, some people are still worried about what other people are going to think, what other people are going to say. And some of you might be experiencing the same thing, but it does feel like, your animals or whatever the communication that's coming through is coming through to really support you at this time. Okay. It could be coming in the form of messages, like birds are messengers. Cats are like protectors, but they're also really connected to the spirit realm. So, they also can signify good luck. Okay. Kind of like letting you know, like you're on the right path, things like that. Others of you with this wolf that's in this picture. Okay. The wolf represents, a singular energy, like a solo energy. Some of you are really being guided to maybe embrace more of your journey solo, instead of depending maybe on other people or looking for outside support. This could be an example or an indication of, being more self-sufficient. Okay. Some of you are maybe being asked to start teaching things that you've learned, teaching from your own personal perspective, teaching from your own personal experience. Okay. And for some of you, that could be where your stability is coming from, is whatever you're teaching. Okay. Some of you may be getting signs or synchronicities through animals that are kind of like confirming what you already know. Some of you are maybe being guided to maybe teach other people how to connect to their spirit animal, or how to identify what their spirit animal is, let alone connect to it, or decipher messages that are coming from birds or, animals that they see. Like for some of you, it's like you're being guided to, maybe you've had an idea to like create a course or something, that teaches other people how to use a certain ability that you have. And so for some of you, that is what's going to create stability in your life. Okay. And, but you know, regardless of however this translates, you guys are really being supported right now. But some of you are being asked to really embrace more of that, to realize and remember that even if, you know, whatever it is that you're not seeing, whatever it is that you feel like you don't, that you're maybe for some of you, this could be something you're not even wanting to look at. Some of you, it's like, you don't want to look at it. You're not trying to look at it because you're so concerned with what's on the other side of it, but you won't know if you don't look, right? But others of you, this is, you know, realizing that your ancestors are supporting you, even if things aren't very clear right now, even if you don't really know what decision to make or what the best choice of action or course of action is, where to go, what to do, whatever that is for you. I feel like it's important to know how supported you really are, even in that process. Okay. It's just a matter of you allowing yourself to get present, to really tap into that cosmic energy, that cosmic alignment, for the next step to be made clear to you. Okay. So let's clarify. Why is the Four of Wands here for Sag Spirit? Why is that here for Sag? So we have the Chariot. Look, and it came out. Okay. So this is about, like I said, divine alignment. For some of you, this could be a Cancer energy that's significant. Okay. Some of you may want to watch the Cancer reading. I don't even know if I'm gonna do a Cancer reading because their video last week didn't last. The last videos I did, nobody viewed it at all. So it's kind of like a waste of my time and energy. But, so, you know, if you want me to do a Cancer video for this, I need somebody to let me know in the comments if that's a moon sign or, you know, a sign of significance for you. But, this is about, you know, getting in alignment. This is about your head and heart on the same page, your light and dark, your, you know, the polarities being, you know, balanced. Okay. To where you guys you're on the same page. We know what the plan is. We know where we're going and we're full steam ahead. We're moving forward. This is also victory. Okay. We have two cards here of not only support, but, you know, alignment, victory, celebration, reasons to celebrate. Okay. So some of you, this is about really, you know, paying attention to what is working right now versus what is not. Okay. For some of you, this has to do with moving. That just came to me. But we already talked about that, but it's coming up again because the Four of Wands represents a home. Okay. It represents stability, union, but this Chariot is about forward movement. This is about, you know, a moving energy. This is about kind of like getting in the car and going. Some of you are being guided to do that, where you're like, maybe your animals are kind of like pulling you, you know what I'm saying? Or it feels like they're communicating with you, like to move or something like that. Some of you have recently lost an animal. Maybe animal has transitioned, and maybe that's the only reason why you've been staying in a certain place, in a certain home or foundation, because the animal was there. But now maybe the animal is gone and it's transitioned. Now it's kind of like your indication. Now it's okay for me to move because I don't have to stay close by to like our vet or, you know, whatever the routine is, right? I don't have to worry about taking an animal with me and caring for it as I travel or as I go on the road. For some of you, this is now you're being kind of like freed up to, you know, make some type of move. And some of you are really being guided to do that, especially if you're getting signs or synchronicities, messages from, God, I don't know why my nose is all like just all of a sudden itching so bad now. Some of you are getting signs, synchronicities from animals, like from birds, messengers that are around you that are letting you know it's time to go. I also feel like some of you may be seeing butterflies. Okay. Butterflies are really indicative of transformation, of, you know, coming into a new beginnings, new starts. Okay. Kind of like a new chapter in a book. Okay. For some of you, it could be a brand new book, right? So, all right, let's keep going. What they want you to focus on going forward. So we have card number 6, bodybuilder. Some of you may be bodybuilders, or you may be just more so focused on your fitness at this time. Okay. Some of you may have dreams or goals of being like a fitness trainer, personal trainer, something like that. If that is for you, some of you are really being like asked at this time to push forward with that because it will be successful. For some of you, that is maybe what you're being guided to build your legacy off of, if that's obviously something that you've been considering. But some of you maybe just haven't pursued it because it hasn't maybe been clear to you, you know, how I'm going to do it or if it's going to work. Others of you, it's like, I don't know if that's really what makes me happy. I don't really know if that's really, if I'm going to be happy doing this. But some of you, it's like, I just need to figure it out. I just need to, you know, get clear. For some of you, that's why, it's not clear to you because you have so many different ways, so many different options that you're considering, maybe so many different things that you're considering choosing from, so many different opportunities, ways that you can build, you know, a legacy where it's like, I'm confused, I don't know what to pick, right? So maybe some of you, if that resonates, you're being asked to do what makes you happy, what brings you the most joy. Let that one be your point of focus. It's like we can find so many different ways or ideas, creative endeavors to make money, right? To create an income. But some of you may be kind of like, I don't know which one to choose because I can do all of them. I'm skilled at all of them. So maybe some of you are being asked to really look at, you know, which one would make you the most happy, which one would bring you the most joy, which one would bring you the most, you know, contentment, fulfillment, which one would make you feel the most fulfilled, and start there. Okay. So, so yeah, some of you are being asked to really focus more on your discipline at this time. So clarifying that is the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. This is a really positive reading, Sagittarius. All right. So some of you have a brand new beginning. Some of you, like I said, this is an idea that some of you are coming into, or that has either recently came or that is on its way to you. Okay. That your ancestors are asking you to really focus on this. It could be a new job. Okay. It could be a new idea that could lead to more money, that can help you go, you know, from the ace to the 10. Okay. Some of you, you know, this is, some of you may be guided to like teach personal training or something like that. Okay. Teach exercising, teach people how to like maybe do calisthenics, right? Whatever that is. We have the sun at the bottom. So I feel like whatever it is that some of you are kind of like, undecided about, or not clear about, we're not sure. It's like the answer will be revealed. But like I said, others of you, it's really about doing what makes you happy, really focusing, letting that be your point of focus, especially when, you know, it seems like you don't know, you don't have any other indication of what else to do. That is maybe where you should start. What would make me the most happy? What could I do if I could do anything? What would I do and do it for free? Like if I could do something for free, what would I do for free? Because genuinely, just because it makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? Start there. And it's so funny that these three cards fell out. The Ace of Pentacles again, the Four of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords. So for some of you, this is like I said, a new opportunity, some type of seed, some type of, like idea that can definitely grow into, you know, legacy wealth. Okay. Some of you, this is an idea that some of you have been holding on to. Okay. Some of you already know what this is. It's something that maybe you're kind of like undecided about because it's like the foreseen future is unknown. All right. My bad, Sag. I had to clear up some space to finish your video. So like I was saying, these cards fell out just, you know, before I even started trying to clarify, when I was about to start clarifying this, but I feel like this happened for a reason. Some of you, Sag, are really being asked to discipline, to really focus. Some of you are influencers. Okay. Some of you, maybe are focused on your self-improvement right now. Some of you have a really good idea when it comes to self-development or self-improvement, something like that. Some of you are really being asked to focus on your own mastery, like mastering your own, you know, discipline. Okay. Others of you, this is an idea that you've been holding on to. Some of you have a great idea that really has the potential to get you kind of like, I feel like set you up financially for life. And some of you have been just kind of like holding on to it. I feel like it's because maybe some of you are like, I don't know if it's going to work. It doesn't, oh, that's not a good idea. Some of you, that's what you're being asked to really maybe look at here, is identify where you're like sabotaging your own potential by, you know, kind of like shooting yourself in the foot before it even gets started. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So anyway, let's clarify. Spirit, what is this Ace of Pentacles? Why is it here for Sag? And as a Sag moon, I could already see where this is applying to myself. So King of Swords, okay, is clarifying this Ace of Pentacles. So like I said, some of you Sagittarius, you know exactly what this is already. It's just a matter of you getting out of your head and into your heart. Like, you know, kind of like, you know, cutting out any distractions. Okay. Taking your emotions out of it, right? Getting into your heart space doesn't mean that you have to be emotional about something. That's just a place that's most true to you. Okay. But others of you, this is about, you know, this King of Swords is representing, you know, really cutting out the distractions, cutting out things that maybe, like whether it's limiting beliefs, thoughts, ideas that are making you question yourself, making you doubt yourself, making you, not believe in yourself, whatever that might be for you. This King of Swords, he's asking you to really, you know, get clear about what it is that you want going forward, and allow yourself to remove anything that derails you, deters you, or tries to delay you in any kind of way or throw you off from that point of focus, from that, whatever that idea is, okay, that you're being guided to, to look at or to, express in some type of way. Scorpio energy here at the bottom, with the death card. We talked about transformation earlier. So some of you, this may be part of a major transformation. Okay. It could definitely be one that's painful. Some of you, this is kind of like releasing things that, from the past that have hurt. Okay. Some of you, that could be part of why it may be difficult for you to pursue some sort of idea or put yourself out there in some type of way because of things that have happened in the past. But like I said, some of you, this is a part of your, this process is a part of, releasing that old version of yourself, allowing that old skin to fall off, that old, the beliefs, the limiting ideas, whatever that is for you, allowing those things to fall away so you could actually move forward. Okay. So, the advice from your ancestors, we have card number 7. Some of you, like myself, could be a life path number 7. Okay. We just had the new moon yesterday. That was on the 7th of May. So 7 may be of significance to you guys at this time. You may be seeing 777. All right. So to the sea. So your ancestors want you to really go with the flow. You're really being asked to trust the universe at this time, to trust what you cannot see, to trust the unknown. Because if you can see in this boat, she's kind of like looking down, and what this compass that's at the front of the boat is pointing forward, and she's kind of just like, I don't know what's ahead. I don't know what's going on, because all this fog, all the fogginess here in the card, it's like she can't really see. It's not really clear to her what direction she's going, but she's just doing her best to trust that she's in the middle of nowhere. She's by herself. What else is she going to do besides trust where the universe is pushing her, where this boat is taking her? And so some of you are really being asked, like I said, to trust what you cannot see, to trust the unknown, and know that and trust that it's going to, even if it's not clear right now, that it is going to lead to your ultimate happiness. It is going to lead to, a life of fulfillment. Okay. This is a really good reading, Sagittarius. So I really hope that it was helpful. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like, subscribe, share, follow, comment, all the good stuff. And until next time, you guys.